Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Igbi is rumored to have wept profusely after she broke down in devastation as her uncle proposed she be removed completely from the palace than immunity removal. You know, the uncle, they have tried to talk to Kabiyesi with everything they have got and everything they believe in. And Kabiyesi has, not given them any positive response, and they didn't know what to do. They had to bring this proposition to see if it would soften the heart of the Ooni of Ife. Hence, they know that what Ooni of Ife is trying to protect is his wife, Olori Naomi. And so they came up with this proposition that it will be removed completely from the palace. That is better than Kabiyesi removing immunity, because removing immunity is almost like, divorcing the woman, and they are pleading that Kabiyesi should temper justice with mercy. And we have that they have really humiliated Igbi publicly because they're very upset over the fact that they have come over and begged over the same situation. Igbi will not back down because of the jealousy that she feels for Olori Naomi. Igbi was never one to be easily shaken, fierce, loud, and spiritual in her own right. She had always walked around the palace with, her shoulders raised high. She believed she belonged there. She believed she had secured her, place permanently, but things had taken a shape, painful turn. Her actions, stubbornness, and refusal to change had now brought her to the brink of disgrace, and this time there was no more shielding, no more protection, no more immunity. It started with her uncle, one of the most respected elders from her hometown. He had been invited to the palace not for celebration, not for a family gathering, but to respond to the numerous petitions and concerns surrounding Igbi's conduct. The Ooni of Ife had been patient, warning had been given repeatedly, but rather than change, Igbi had grown more rebellious. She involved herself in spiritual matters that elders had warned her to stay away from. She disrespected other palace wives publicly. She's even interfered with sacred activities during recent festival, including, a lot of other activities. During the full moon ritual, they said she had something to do with those men. One of them passed on and all of that. And I think that is the reason why Kabiyesi is not ready to give them another chance. Instead of showing remorse, she, shouted. Instead of stepping back, she became more aggressive. Now the Ooni of Ife and the royal council were tired. Her actions are causing unrest, disturbing spiritual harmony, and threatening the palace stability. So her uncle arrived, after the information that they're going to take away their immunity. He entered the palace with a straight face, dressed in simple but traditional attire. He refused to sit in the position reserved for dignitaries. He went straight to the ground, knelt before the Ooni of Ife and said, Kabiyesi, I did not come to beg for my niece. I came to tell the truth. Let her stay outside the palace. If she cannot listen, then she cannot remain under your roof. The hall went quiet. Even the palace guard turned their head slowly, not believing what they heard. Igbi seated not far from the side of the room, gasped, her mouth dropped open. She looked at her uncle, tears already forming. Uncle, what did you say? Now, at this point, one would have expected some level of humility, but with the way people are saying things, it does seem as if nothing has even changed. But her uncle didn't flinch. You have embarrassed us, he continued. Your family name is now spoken with shame. The elders in our town are tired of defending you. You have refused every counsel. We warned you privately, we warned you openly, and still you went too far. He bowed again, then faced the Ooni. Kabiyesi, I'm ashamed. It's better for her to live outside the palace, but please do not shame us like this. You're not shaming her, you're shaming all of us. Should you remove her immunity, it will be one of the things that, will be in the record. Our family name will be gone. Please do not do this. By this point, Igbi was crying uncontrollably. She had never seen her uncle like this, the same man who stood by her during her early days in the palace, who supported her when others doubted her, and now had turned against her just because he is angry over the fact that after all the counsel that was given to Igbi did not heed to any one of them. She stood up and fell to her knees, crawling towards the Ooni of Ife. Kabiyesi, please, I beg you, don't do this, don't do this. Please do not send me away. I will change. I know I was wrong. Please don't let me become the first woman to be sent away or a woman whose immunity is removed, because this whole thing, we have never heard that, any woman who is married to the Ooni of Ife, they remove their immunity, except those days. You have those in the oral literature. If this gets to happen on Monday, this will be, one of those times that, nobody would want to even imagine it would be such a big disgrace. And the uncle came to beg. Whether Ooni of Ife will reconsider or not, it's not for us to know just yet, but as time goes on, we might be able to, know. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.